Good morning, I'm Ferdi Salvador. Welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, and the leaders shaping our future. And in each episode, we'll explore how they're staying ahead in their fields, one industry at a time. We are on the second month of the year, and it's time to check how those fitness resolutions are going. And with an increasing number of Filipinos prioritizing their health, there's been a notable rise in fitness studios in the country. Unlike traditional gyms, they offer a more personalized journey towards achieving your fitness goals. Let's get the insight of some well-known names in the industry. We are now joined by Lala, Gotao and Janie Buelow of Elevate Fitness Studio. Ladies, good morning. Thank you so much for waking up early and being here with me today.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yes, so I want to know, obviously, don't look at my torso because my fitness resolution has not been made since 10 years ago, but still trying to pack it in here. But tell me, what's the difference between a fitness studio and a gym?
Well, a big box gym has all the different modalities, treadmill, group classes. We focus on one methodology, which is slow resistance training. So it's a group fitness class that caters to all different levels. So any walk of life can take a class here at Elevate.
Oh, cool. What about you, Lala? You seem like a very fit individual. How do you fit this business in your busy lifestyle? Or has it become a lifestyle then a business?
Well, it was a lifestyle, and then I realized that this is something that we really could share with a lot more people. So when I decided to partner up with Janie, I told her, come to the north, selfishly because that's where I'm from. And let's open Elevate there because I feel that this method really works. It fits every individual's lifestyle, which is, we want to maximize our time where we spend it. Like, I'm a mom of 3, I have a lot of responsibilities. So, this 45-minute workout, really, you feel it with your whole body. It works your whole body. Yeah.
So let's backtrack. How did you both start?
Well, I was living in Los Angeles, living the corporate life, and I decided to walk away from it all. And I went traveling for 15 months around the world, spent a lot of time here in the Philippines, and I realized that was actually all I really wanted in life was health and wellness.
I love that you walked out of your office in your athleisure wear. Yes. And you're like, forget this, I'm just gonna work out.
Yeah, exactly. So I started working in California, and I really wanted to open in a new market because there was a lot of saturation in California. And I had a lot of opportunities to come here to the Philippines, doing nonprofit work. And each time I landed in Manila, I noticed that there wasn't anything like this that existed. So I decided to hop on a flight, landed in Terminal 3, and took a grab all the way to BGC and started construction the next day.
Nice. And that's how you met each other?
I met her because I was a client.
Oh, okay.
And
you were going all the way to BGC from, I won't tell people where you live, but yes, it's not the extreme north, okay?
Yes.
It's quite near BGC, so it's not that bad.
Yes, so I would take the time to travel 4 to 5 times a week to take class. And I said, you know what? This is transforming my body and as well as transforming my life,
How so?
I was always into fitness. I used to do Pilates privately for a few years. I've always been into fitness. I'm not like, the ones that just let things go. So I always like to work my body. And I felt that what made this so different was the fact that it just works everything. And to the point of you having to say mind over matter, like, I don't think I can do this, but I can. And that's really where you see the transformation, and I really felt that. And
yes, because I knowing you from way back in the day, you've been in the corporate world, of corporate fashion and stuff, and in your past work, you're always on the go. You're buying or you're walking the stores, or you're choosing pieces and stuff like that.
Correct.
So has that changed from? Obviously, you had children, and did you feel like there was a need? Do I feel like I'm lethargic? Do I need to work out? Was that a mental state?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Now she can
Janie.
do her shopping more gracefully because she has the muscles to carry her bags.
Yeah.
It was to fortify that
Right.
that passion rather.
Right. I think like with the forefront of fitness, I think of Jane Fonda, putting
Who looks amazing?
I know, right?
Yes. At her age,
putting
it's great.
videos out that people have in their VCR, and they're doing these home workouts in their living room. But I think the modalities today is more about an acute attention detail to how we move our body.
Yes.
And more functionality. So Lala's got the opportunity to carry her bags more gracefully. So it's not just about vanity or anything like that. It's also how can we have this workout support us in our active daily living.
Yeah, let's jump into that, Janie, because how's this trend evolving? Is it a trend?
Well, I mean, we talk about biggest fitness trends happening right now, and hands down, it's Pilates. But the word
Yes.
Pilates is used interchangeably for two different modalities. So we're talking about...
Educate me, because in my head it is Pilates.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got Pilates, and Pilates is its own. It's been around forever. It's a good workout, and it will be around forever. But what we do is slow resistance training. So slow resistance training was built off the foundation of Pilates, and then we added high intensity. So we couple those two together, and we have nonstop movement. So we fast transitions from one exercise to the next. And we don't stop. We don't take any breaks because we're crazy. No,
Yeah,
because
Lala was
we're
going, and looking at me and judging me. I can see the judging.
right. But the goal is that everybody's busy. We don't have the time we used to.
Yes.
There's more opportunities. So at the end of the day, we're looking for a workout that is effective. So the nonstop movements that we do is a little bit different from Pilates because we're trying to gain flexibility, strength, and endurance. So you can continue to do the things that you do with more strength and for a longer amount of time.
Perhaps you can also educate me with this, because the few times that I try to work out and make it into a habit, I feel like you gotta hit the gym hard. You run for 30 minutes and then you do your weights, and then after that you cool down and then let your muscles recover. You get your stretch in and stuff like that. Is that still a thing?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it really depends how you want to look at it. That may take a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time. So we want to enter a class, shut everything down, shut the noise for 45 minutes, and let someone tell you where to go, how to do it. And you basically just have that time for yourself, not thinking of anything else.
It sounds like a relationship, actually. But with a benefit. Okay, so as a business, how's it been?
Well, we started in 2017, and we started in BGC, and along that journey, Lala and I became partners, and I think the relationship between Lala and I was so crucial because we really had the same vision. We're very aligned, and when you work with somebody that you're aligned with, you live in so much more harmony.
Okay.
So I think from there, we were able to have a really clear vision of what our expansion plans were. So we went into the north, we have a pop-up in the Rockwell Club, we opened up in Alabang, and I think our growth is still happening.
Oh,
We
so how
still
many
have
do you have at the
there.
moment?
4.
4. That's a lot, stemming from 2017 to now.
Yeah.
Plus, including pandemic.
Exactly, during the pandemic. I mean, I was diligently looking at your socials
Yeah.
during the pandemic, because I wanted to get inspired by you, and all I see is you by the door doing your movements. I was like, how is she doing this?
On the machine.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm on my couch being a slob, like thinking of what to cook next, right?
But you know what? When that thing happened, we actually just opened our podium branch.
Tell me, okay,
Just
Yeah.
a month.
How was that experience? Did that bring a lot of?
We had to pivot really quickly.
Okay.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did. Yeah.
I'm being American, and we're still very well connected with the people in the U.S., but also all over the world because I've taught all over the world.
Yes.
So being aware of like what people were doing in different countries, and the first thing was we have to get these machines out of our studio and we have to get them into people's homes.
How did you do that?
I told her, "Are you sure?" Because I was very hesitant. I was scared. I said, "Those machines, like they weigh a ton. So it's like, how are we gonna do that?" And the first machine that was delivered was to my place.
Of course.
The test.
And let me tell you, as a businesswoman, it was effective because I got affected because of that. Not affected, effected because it was effective.
Absolutely. It was really crucial for us to survive the pandemic, and it was also important for us to provide jobs to our team.
Yes.
We had a really good social media team set in place to support us to share the vision of what we're doing during the pandemic. But we also had people that really trusted in what we do, and they were like, I don't know how long this is going to go on for.
How did it work out with your pivot? Were you renting out the machines to individuals? And how many machines did you have?
We had 30 machines that we rented out, and it wasn't enough. People were on the wait list, and so we started importing machines from the U.S.
During the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, so the machine that we imported wasn't complete. So my husband made it complete. He designed cables to make it work so that we could have these two machines working cohesively.
He deserves free lessons. Thank you. Yeah.
He doesn't actually ever want free lessons, and it's better
I'll take
that
his
way.
free lessons. Thank you so much, Mr. Y. Yeah. But at least you were able to rent these pieces. Of course, but during the pandemic, once you rent it out to a client, it won't go back to you because now they're like stuck with it because they don't want to give it back.
Well, actually, people wanted to then buy. So there's some people that had the purchasing power to purchase their own. So then it opened up to more opportunities. So then we were able to give those to other people so that they could still take class.
So from services to rentals to retail.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of it.
Yeah,
So
and
you're actually able to profit during the pandemic.
Yeah, we have clients in Cebu, Pangasinan. I would drive up to, all over the Philippines. I got to know the country really well. Yeah, we have clients in Batangas, all over the place.
So do you think that business model stuck to Elevate now?
Yeah, we still have people that rent our equipment, and we still do online recorded classes for them. We still have clients in Cebu.
What about other gyms or fitness studios that want to create their own, or build their own equipment base? Can they go to you?
We design our equipment for our studio, and we are in the process of selling equipment to studios outside of the Philippines.
Wonderful. What about, okay, let's talk about the services side, or when how should we say, members?
Clients.
Clients,
yes.
Okay, so you don't have a membership.
We do for the founding members. It's like it's this package that we offer whenever we open a studio.
Okay.
So it would be an unlimited package that is to that particular location, but only offered when we open. It's not available throughout.
And we limit it to 50 people. But from there, you just buy sessions.
All right.
Sessions
Let's get back to that. Okay. We're gonna be right back here on Industry Beacon. Wow, that's amazing.
Ito po si Father Nono.
Ako po si Father Fiel Pareha.
Ako si Risa Singson Kaupeng.
Kape at pandasal na po tayo. Ito po si Cardinal Chito Tagle.
Gustong-gusto ko yung ginawa niya sa ano. Gusto ko yung ginawa niya yung stand niya doon sa education for the school. You're familiar with that? Yung
You mean
sinabi
the
niya-
bill, yung
that
Senate Bill
oo.
1979.
1979. Para sinabi niya, wag na yan, ano na yan, yung version na yan, hindi yan papasa, walang kwenta yan. Parang gumanon siya tungkol doon eh. I kind of agree with him at that point. Okay? With that, yun lang ang gusto ko. Sa lahat ng ginagawa niya, para sa akin, kaya ako hindi siya kinikriticize, sa totoo lang, masama ang loob ko. I believe in the unity team eh. I believe in the unity team. I didn't vote for, kumbaga, Sara Duterte and BBM. I voted, personally, I believe in the continuity of Digong. Or I believe in continuity, period. We're back. You're still watching Industry Beacon. Let's continue our chat with Lala Gotao and Janie Buelow of Elevate Fitness Studio. So before the commercial break, we were talking about packages, right? And I want to get into that. And how do you keep, the retention of your clients? So packages, how much would it not set me back, but push me forward in terms of how much I should be investing in my fitness routine?
Well, the packages vary. So we basically reward the people that buy bigger packages.
Yes.
So you can start off with a first-timer package where it's only 667 pesos for one class.
That's
it comes
affordable.
in a package of 3
Yes.
for 2,000 pesos. But can go up to around 1,000 pesos per class for our 30-session package. But there's always opportunities where we have a promo every July. We also have off-peak packages where we have people coming from the office, and they often fill those classes.
Do you do private sessions as well?
Yes.
Yes, we have. I think we go back to the pandemic, and that modality of bringing the machines home made it so much more interesting to have private sessions. So we still have private sessions in homes, in the studio, all over Manila. So
With all our instructors,
Really?
yes. Yeah.
I think I can feel my producers thinking maybe we should put him in a machine and film it.
Why not?
I hope not.
That would be
I think
exciting.
it's an evil thought.
or it's a supportive thought.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But okay, so what about the machines? I'm very interested with that because that pivot turned you guys into an industry leader. Because instead of having to be a middle person bringing the equipment from different parts of the world, you now make sure that you actually customize your own equipment.
Yeah. So,
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So importing from the U.S. got really tough. And actually, this methodology that we are under isn't new. It's been around for over 20 years. And it was built off the foundation of Pilates, and the machine evolved from the reformer. So we use a very different machine. But the supply and demand just wasn't in alignment. So we started to develop our own machine where we would be able to support our community. So that meant that it needed adaptations and it needed change so that for someone like myself who's been doing this for several years, I was able to see what works for our community and what doesn't.
Do you guys do you ladies involve nutrition and fitness in as part of your programs? Or is it a straight out fitness program and then this is a diet, whatever works for you?
Yeah, well, so I'm a trained nutrition specialist. So we do offer those services where people can come in. But it has gotten really popular with our classes, so we've really focused on that. But I think the two together, in reality, they go hand in hand. You can't outrun a bad diet. So having balance is really key.
I was already thinking in my head, how fast should I run?
I know. Wait, we do have tread programs as well. It's not
Okay.
just
Yeah,
we have
about
a tread
our
program,
8
yeah.
former. So you can outrun it. No, not really. But the reality is that you have to find balance, because I don't believe in diets. I don't believe in restricting yourself, because when you restrict yourself, there is an end date to that. And when that end date comes, you just end up binging. And I think Lala has a lot more
Yeah,
to say
and
about
I
that.
think, our clients, they vary. It's like everyone has a different goal wherein they come in like, I want to be able to eat what I want to eat, so I'll work out.
Yes.
There's also the ones that, maybe I'm working out because my wedding is in a year and I want to look fit, so I'm going to balance that with my diet.
Yes.
Like, many, many different reasons. But
I think I'm one of those, Lala, that ate so much, now I gotta shed it so that I can fit in my clothes.
But I think the main underlying idea there would be consistency.
Okay.
Like, I know that I can't go to an Elevate class just once a week. I need at least 4 to 5. That's me, because I've been doing it for several years. For people, I tell them, minimum 2, and see how you feel, because your body will transform when you're consistent.
Yes.
It's not just a one-time thing, or I'll spend maybe like a week of doing it and then not doing it for the next month.
I like what you touched upon, which is, how many times you should work out in a week. Because, a lot of our viewers are busy executives and they really don't have time, or they think they don't have time. What about that scheduling concern? Like, for example, I can only do it from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., or I can only do it after, my meetings, which end at 7 and 8 p.m. Is there a way that they can...
That's why we do have a lot of classes. Every day, the schedule is different, but consistent. Monday to Sunday, even on holidays, we're open. So we are really there for the clients that have this kind of lifestyle.
Actually, I'm talking about myself when I'm making an excuse of how do I circumvent the workout in my lifestyle, as opposed to, okay, it's scheduled in my daily activity, so that I know I should be in the gym by 9 to 10.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the work should be scheduled after that, right?
And it's 45 minutes.
Yes.
The minute that you walk in, you go into the class, your instructor will start the class, and within 45 minutes, you've warmed up, you've worked head to toe, basically, and cool down, and you go back to work. You can even shower if you want and go back to work.
I think
What about, sorry.
I think we have those old mentalities of, spending 2 hours in the gym because that's what you have to do to get the body that you're looking for.
Right.
But the reality is, oftentimes you're probably just like taking photos, selfies in front of the mirror. So, are you?
I didn't know that you're connected to my CCTV.
Right?
But
Making it really effective. So we talk about our fast transitions, not resting in the class, because you can rest after the class.
right. So what about the biggest challenges facing fitness studios? Have you been experiencing anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm connected to studios all over the world, and I think that the common challenge is credibility. So in the fitness industry, we don't have a governing body that says, okay, you are accredited to do this. Okay, I'm a lawyer. I get to be a lawyer because I took the bar and passed it. So there isn't that in a lot of countries. So you have a lot of people that come in, applicants that Elevate, that they feel so inspired by their instructor, and they're like, I want this joy. I want this life.
But you need to be certified. You need to do the proper training.
Yeah, and not everybody does train their
Right.
team properly. It's easy to enter into fitness if you don't have the right leadership.
Absolutely.
So with Elevate, we don't take anybody to teach in our studio unless they have some form of fitness background.
And safety also.
Yes.
Last question, ladies. Lala, what's your biggest mistake?
My biggest mistake was not starting this earlier.
Okay, what about you, Janie?
Not meeting Lala sooner.
You're so kosher.
I know we're so late, but really, like it made things really, really easy and so much more fun when you have the right person by your side.
Absolutely, and it seems like your partnership is geared towards success. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me this morning here on Industry Beacon. And that is it for today's show. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Billionaire News channel on Free TV Channel 31 and on cable via Cignal Channel 24. Thanks for watching the Billionaire News channel, always on top.